Ohio's gubernatorial race. Attorney General Mike DeWine, he prevailed as the clear winner in the Republican primary, earning his party's nomination after a contentious and very expensive campaign. He'll face Democrat Richard Cordray this November, who defeated a very crowded field of candidates to earn his nomination, setting up a rematch of the 2010 Attorney General race.
NBC4's Ted Hart has been with the DeWine campaign. He's joining us live downtown, where the GOP nominee gave his victory speech a short time ago. Ted?
Well, and Colleen, as you guys said, tonight's primary wins by Mike DeWine and Richard Cordray set up a rematch of that 2010 battle between the two men that was decided by just about 1% of the vote. Now, DeWine's primary victory tonight comes after a bruising battle with Lieutenant Governor Mary Taylor in a campaign that was littered with negative ads. Taylor pushed her campaign out to the far right, but Mike DeWine had most of the party's support, and he comes out of this primary pretty well positioned. But he said tonight that he also knows that Richard Cordray is a formidable opponent, and he expects a tough race.
It's Ohio. We're always going to have a tough race. I mean, this is not a state that's really a Republican state or a Democrat state. We've seen that. So sure, I always anticipate in Ohio a tough race, and I always run, very, very hard, and that's what John Houston and I are going to do.
And Mike DeWine has said a couple of key agenda items for his platform will be attacking the state's problem with the opioid drug addiction situation, and also closing the skills and education gap that exists in the Ohio workforce. Local for you in Columbus, Ted Hart, NBC4.
Thanks, Ted. Now, the run for the governor's mansion comes to an end tonight for Mary Taylor. Months of hard work, millions of dollars spent during a very contentious campaign season did not pay off for the Republican challenger. NBC's Tom Soucy continues our live gubernatorial primary coverage. He joins us with reaction tonight. Tom?
Hey, Mike, no party here. This place cleared out in a hurry, and before Lieutenant Governor Mary Taylor headed for the exits too, I was the only reporter to catch up with her. Listen in.
You have never lost an election. Why do you think you lost this one?
Well, I'm going to let the political pundits figure that out. Let me tell you, I got in this race because I care deeply about this state. I care very deeply about the future of this state, and
did you stray too far right from the traditional Republican establishment?
It just didn't turn out the way we had hoped, and there'll be another day.
Do you think you strayed too far right from the traditional Republican establishment?
I believe that Ohio deserves a fearless, unapologetic conservative serving as its next governor. That's who I am, and I will continue to fight for the conservative values I believe in.
Lieutenant Governor Taylor tells me that she did call up Mike DeWine, congratulated him, and wished him good luck in November. Local for you at the Hyatt Regency, Tom Soucy, NBC4.
Thank you, Tom. Richard Cordray, the Democratic frontrunner in the gubernatorial race, is already looking ahead to the fall after winning his party's nomination tonight. The former Obama-era Consumer Financial Protection Bureau chief easily won over voters at the polls today, earning more than 50% of the vote in a crowded field of candidates. In fact, he had 63%. Percentage, of course, the closest challenger down at 22%. NBC4's Katie Farrell live downtown, where the gubernatorial nominee just addressed his supporters tonight. Katie?
That's right. There was a lot of celebrating here earlier. As you can see, this place had quieted down, but they have reason to celebrate. As you said, they won this with a landslide, 63%. Both he and his running mate, Cordray, did not waste any time, though, taking swipes at Mike DeWine. They really set the stage for what is expected to be a heated 6 months leading up to the November election. Cordray attacked DeWine, saying he failed to act on taking ECOT to task for misusing taxpayer money and failed to go after payday loan lenders who take advantage of Ohioans. Cordray says he will fight for Ohio families and those who don't stick up for the working people.
I congratulate Mike DeWine tonight for winning one of the ugliest campaigns I have ever seen. We now have a clear choice in November, and the things we stand for could not be more different.
And some familiar faces were in the crowd here tonight, including former Governor Ted Strickland, who is endorsing Cordray. He calls him competent and says he's a fighter for the people. Local for you in Columbus, Katie Farrell, NBC4.